Good day to all my respected guests, business partners, and family members all around the world. My name is Sam. Welcome everyone to today's Itelecare System online course with the topic of steps of using Iterecare. And I'd like to take this opportunity to appreciate Appareil International and Itelecare System for leading us to have better health and better wealth. And our speaker for today, he's actually having the background of physical education, sports science, health, and also wellness. Please welcome Iterecare Product Advisor, Mr. SOMA Sundram.
Good evening, Mr. Sam. Thank you. Good evening and good day to all our respected guests. Welcome again to another sharing of Iterecare, where today we shall see how to use the Iterecare to maximize the use of it. All right. With that, we shall start. Now, first of all, I'm Soma from Malaysia. Today we shall see how to use the Iterecare blower device. Now, first, before we start, I would like to again impress upon each and everyone here that what do you call that? This logo is of importance. All right, this logo is of importance because what's happening now is lots of people are trying to ride on the popularity of Iterecare. They find that it is helping lots of people all around the world, and we wouldn't want any member or any newcomers to be cheated. All right, now I'll show you why. Now, if you look at this, now this looks almost exactly the same. All right, it looks very similar. They even have put the logo of the manufacturer. Right, so the manufacturers have been informed, and they will be looking into it and taking action. And even the Pro, if you look at it, they have tried to come up with something similar. Now, what happens when you buy these devices? Okay, first of all, you are not going to get the warranty. Although they are cheaper, you are not going to get the warranty. And if anything goes wrong with these devices, now there is no avenue for you to get it rectified. All right, because the company does not hold any responsibility. And also, together with that, with Appareil International, you are getting a business to go with the device, whether you wish to do it or not. All right, and with the other devices, you're only going to get the device and nothing more. All right, so this is just to remind our respected guests and to all the others who may be wondering, because recently there's been a big spate of questions calling in, asking about these devices. So we take it upon us to inform that you can buy them, but the responsibility is entirely yours. All right, Appareil International will not be responsible. Right, with that, we shall start. Now, first of all, when you have the devices, I'm sure most of you already have the devices, the Iterecare Classic and also the Iterecare Pro. Now, what is important is when you start using it, try to blow it on yourself, by yourself, all right? Because you can feel and control the heat penetration better, all right? You will know as to how far from your skin, from your body, you should be holding it. And if you're also giving it to someone, you're treating someone, try to give it to them if they can hold it, and tell them this is the way you use. Try to see as how close you can bring it where you're comfortable, and use it on themselves. Teach them. So then the thing goes a long way, right? Now, if you're going to do for them, then they're going to be expecting you to do it for them every time, all right? And when they do it themselves, they get a very good feel. They know exactly where the pain is, and they know where they should be pointing to, and things get better. All right. Now, if possible, try to blow directly onto the skin if you can. And if you cannot, you can also blow while wearing clothes. It shouldn't be a problem because the terahertz energy penetrates clothing. But then again, most people will tell you that blowing directly on the skin gives a better feel. It's not that it doesn't penetrate, but it gives a better feel. Now, believe in the Iterecare device and believe that your body will be healthy again. Many people are quite skeptical. Now, this looks like a blower. Is this going to work? So you're already starting on the negative, all right? Now be positive. Believe that this is going to do you something. Learn about the technology. Learn how it works on you. Why it is helping you physiologically, all right? And you will understand why things are happening, and you will trust in the device. When you have that trust, your body believes in the device and it reacts, responds positively. And before you start, if you need to do a prayer, take a breath and say in your heart, gone, gone, gone. Disease is going, disease is gone. Welcome health. All right? The body responds. All right? The body actually responds. Try some time and you will find what's happening. Right? So believe in the device and prepare your body that it is going to go off, the disease is going to go, and health is going to come. Now enjoy the blowing process. You must be patient, giving your body time to recover. All right? Give a chance to the problems you have accumulated over the years to slowly heal and allow time for your cells to return to normal. All right? Now, over the years, you have collected the disease, using the word collected over a period of time. Now, if we are going to use it, it's not going to just come off after blowing once. All right? So you have to be patient and give your body time to get rid of whatever is unwanted. Right? Give a chance for all the problems you have accumulated to slowly got rid of from the body. And when the blood cells are healthy and the blood circulation improves, it can carry more oxygen and nutrients to the other cells effectively, thus removing more toxins and waste and damaged and dead cells. Right? So now your body needs to clear whatever is unwanted. Okay? Health is natural. Disease is unnatural. Right? So when you are diseased, you'll have lots of toxins and waste, and those need to be removed. And when the body is recovering, it will start removing more and more toxins and waste from your body and your tissues. Right? So you have to give time for that to be cleared. So do not expect it to happen overnight. When the cells become healthy, the tissues in the body become healthy. The organs in the body become active again, and the nervous system becomes unblocked. The organs have a chance to be reactivated and return to normal and function effectively. And a lot of pain relief will be felt. Right? And this takes a little bit of time depending on how chronic you are. So what you need to do is you need to be patient. And it is better if you can drink 1 or 2 cups of warm water and before and after blowing. Now, why people ask, why do you drink before and after? Now, what happens is when you drink that water, the water is inside your body in the tissues, and when you blow the device, it works on the water which is there. And there is more water, then more water is going to be going into your cells, and they are going to carry the energy which the cells need. And after blowing, you're going to drink them so that you're going to clear whatever is going to be removed, the toxins and the waste. All right? So it will help you to clear them. So drink that water and it will help you. Now, each time you blow, preferably if there is time, blow the 5 main points of the chakra or reflexology. The 5 lymph nodes and the 2 main meridians first. Then blow on the affected areas. The therapy will be more effective. All right? Again, if you have time, all right? Each time you blow, if you start with the chakras, the lymph nodes and the meridians, then to the affected areas, definitely the therapy will be more effective. But if you do not have time, jump to the affected areas immediately. Now, do not cool the body for several hours after therapy. and it is best not to eat cold foods and avoid bathing. The reason being is using this therapy is getting your circulation going, you're slightly warmed up, circulation probably have improved, and the blood is being pumped all over your body. And then when you bathe, it's going to slow things down. It's going to cool things down. The blood vessels probably will be slightly constricted, taking less blood around your body. All right. So for that reason, if you need to bathe, bathe before the therapy. Bathe, then do your therapy. Right. Now the next thing is during the therapy or after therapy, you can use a fan or air conditioner, but do not let it be too cold or direct the air directly to your body. Now, many people have been saying when you use this device, you must not use the fan or you must not use the air conditioner. I do not blame them, but the concept here is do not be too cold, which means that, there are countries where it's so humid and hot, and you cannot stay in the house without the fan or air conditioner. So there's nothing wrong with setting the fan or air conditioner to normal, and the temperature is comfortable for you. All right. Of course, do not make it too cold. And make it too cold, then you run into problems. Imagine in cold countries, you cannot run away from the cold climate, right? So the idea here is that it doesn't get too cold, but you can use a fan or air conditioner to maintain room temperature so that you don't get too hot inside, all right? And make sure you understand the things to watch out for and the precautions during the therapy, all right? Make sure you're in a comfortable place, and the person who is getting treated is sitting comfortably and is not rushing into things. And some people, they just before they are going to work, they're quite stressed, but at the same time, they still want to blow. Now that is definitely not very good. Now, when you come back home after your bath, then probably when you're sitting down, you're comfortable, relaxed, all right? So that will be a better time to blow. And the other things are, don't stretch the wire, and what do you call that? The comfort of the person using the blower is of paramount importance, right? And there is a possibility of the occurrence of a healing reaction after therapy, and it is not a side effect, right? It is definitely not a side effect. Side effects are something which is more permanent, whereas this healing reaction is temporary, right? Now, meaning that things might get worse temporarily before they become better. Now, this is a healing crisis, right? Healing reaction. Okay. Now, what's happening is basically whatever is unwanted by the body. As I said earlier, disease is unnatural. Whatever is unnatural in the body, it'll try to get rid of. So during that time, you're going to see the readings going haywire, going higher, and then the pain may increase a bit. Even the last few days, people have been calling in saying that the pain has increased. So all these things are healing reactions if you bear with them for a few days. Now there are three things you can do. Now first of all is you can't bear the pain, stop. Now the second thing is if it's too painful, it is painful, lessen the blowing to the frequency of the blowing, and do it over a longer time. Or the third one is just bear with the pain and you'll get over it much faster. All right. So these are three things which you can do. And again, it is not a side effect. Now, if you wish to call it a side effect, there's only one side effect which I've seen. Everyone so far has been improving, if you call that a side effect, right? And I've been asking lots of people, please name me one negative effect you've got from this. Besides the healing crisis, no one has ever given one, all right? So this device is definitely safe and harmless, but it's working wonders. Now, all of the above are recommendations and guidelines. Now, importantly, please make your own assessment for each case or issue, as each case or issue is different from person to person. Now, there are no two people who are the same. So what you do for A may not be the same for B. Now, if you have a person, two people with diabetes, now the first person may be a bit more chronic and he might have some other complications coming together with it. So always ask them, what are you suffering from? What are the other problems you are having? And that might give you a guide as to how to assess them and also give the proper treatment. Know the problem, know the issue, know what you have to do for them. It will definitely going to help them. All right. And most important, do it with love, compassion, and kindness. The body listens, feels, and responds. Now, if you're going to do for somebody, do not think of it as some duty, some work which you are doing, a job which you are doing, just so that you can get it over with. Uh, give some love. Think of the person as somebody who needs help and have some compassion for them. Is definitely going to work. Imagine you ask many men out there about what the food they eat. They are going to tell you, my mother's food was the best. All right, my mother's food was the best. Of course, ladies, later they come to say that my wife's food is also good. All right. Now, why do they say that the mother's food is the best? When the mother prepares food, she prepares it with love, right? For the husband, for the children, with so much love that the food tastes extra special. The same food which you are going to eat elsewhere, but it tastes so much better at home because of the love when they prepare it, right? Similarly, if you look at food, if you scold food, they become bad much faster. But if you have kind words for them, they last longer before they turn bad. All right, they react. Now, if food and even plants react to that, some people talk to the plants. They find that flowers which were not blossoming well start blossoming better. All right. So, if plants and food can show that, why not people? All right, they're definitely going to show a better response. Okay. So now when you do it, have some love and compassion and some kindness. Okay. And now we are going to focus on certain things. And this is if you have time. First of all, the 5 points of chakra or reflexology. Right. Now we shall just look at how we are going to blow when we wish to blow, whether it's for us or somebody else. Now, first we can start with the 5 points for chakra or reflexology. And then we can go to the lymphatic points, and then we can go on to the main meridian channels, all right? And then finally go to the affected areas. If you do this way, then the affected areas can be treated even better, right? React even better, all right? Now, if you do not have time and you are sort of like rushing, what do? You go straight to the affected areas. All right, leave the rest for later. Okay, now basically the rest we are just going to improve our entire body, give some activate them, and so that they perform better. Now what is of prime concern here are the affected areas, right? So if you do not have time, go straight to the affected areas. Now how much time would you want to spend on each area of blowing? Whether it's if you have time or you do not have time. If you look at the 5 points for chakra or reflexology, you might want to do 5 minutes for each point. And many people are going to ask, I thought that you mentioned to blow for 20 minutes minimum. Now, why 5 minutes? Now, if you look at this, these are not the areas where they're affected, all right? They are not affected. The affected areas need more time to have some effect on them, right? So 5 minutes here is to activate them, all right? So then we go to the 5 lymphatic points, also 5 minutes each point, if you have the time, and then you go to the main meridian channels, 5 minutes each channel to activate them, all right? When you come to the affected areas, then do you do a minimum of 20 minutes on each affected area. Now we have people who are using 20 minutes for the whole body, and after a week, 2 weeks, come back to you and tell you, I've been using this device for the last 2 weeks, even 1 month, I do not see any reaction. All right. Reason, when we ask them, what have you been doing? Can you please explain what you have been doing to yourself? They tell you in 20 minutes, I've been blowing the whole body. And when we ask them, why did you do that? No, my upline told me to blow for 20 minutes. All right. So the information must be passed on correctly. That is 20 minutes on each affected area. So then you start seeing results. So the same person, when he was told that he has to blow for 20 minutes for each affected area, after 3 days, he calls back and tells, yes, now I am seeing something. I can see the changes, right? Because it takes some time for things to work in the tissues of your body, right? So they need about at least 20 minutes for that water inside, to be unclustered, to be energized, and to get into the cells and activate them, right? To make them work. So you need to spend that much time. Minimum, I didn't say maximum. Now, these are the 5 chakra or reflexology points you might want to blow. First of all, the palms, the 2 palms. You can blow on the palms for about 5 minutes of each palm. And then the soles of your feet, all right? So you might want to blow 5 minutes each. And then the crown. So do you know why we do that? What is the reason for doing this? All right? Now, many people will be wondering, why do I have to do this? Basically, what's happening is your body has a body field. The Chinese call it qi. Now, this qi needs to travel in and out of the body, and they travel through the palms, the soles of the feet, and the crown. So, if they are blocked somewhere, then there's going to be an entire block in the body, and they create problems for you. All right? So now imagine if you're going somewhere on the highway and suddenly there's a crash somewhere and all the cars are stranded. They cannot get to where they are going. All right? Similarly, these are the areas most of the blocks happen. The palms of the hand, the soles of the feet, and the crown. So unblock them whenever you can, and you'll find that your body field is smoothly going in and out, and you have less problems with yourself. All right. And then we look at the lymph nodes. All right. Now, if you look at the lymph nodes, there are 5 areas which you might want to look into: the elbow pit, the arm pit, the knee pit, the groin, and the neck. Why would we want to blow on these areas? What is so special about these areas? And what is so special about the lymph nodes? First of all, the lymph nodes help with the lymphatic system. As you know, the lymphatic system is the way by which the body removes toxins and waste, unwanted material from the body. So if you are going to blow on these areas, then your lymphatic system is definitely going to improve, and you'll see a lot of waste being cleared from your body, and your body is definitely going to get healthier, and healing will become faster. Your recovery will be faster. All right. So imagine if you are in a housing estate where there's a lot of rubbish around there, and you start wanting to do something in your garden. Now it's going to be gross, smelling, and the smell is going to be gross, and you wouldn't want to come out of your house. All right. Now once it's all clear, now it's pleasant to be outside. Okay. Similarly, if you clear your body of all the toxins and waste, a lot of recovery is going to happen much faster. Okay. Now, why do we blow in these areas? Now, let's look first at the neck. Now, this neck caters for the entire head, right? So it takes care of removing toxins and waste from the area around the head. Now, when you come to the elbow pit, they take care of your arms. left and right. And when you look at the knee pit, this is behind, so it takes care of your legs, right? Your entire legs. And then when you come to the armpit, what happens is it takes part of the higher part of the torso. And when you look at the groins, they take care of the lower part of the torso. So what you have here is the entire body has got their lymphatic system going, and the removal of waste and toxins from the entire body. All right, each of them play a part in different areas of the body. So that is why we blow on the lymph nodes. All right, next, this is the lymphatic drainage map, and this is the main lymph nodes. All right, okay. Now, besides that, we also have the meridian channels. Now, what happens is when you blow on them, you're activating your all your organs in the body. All right, and you blow here, you're going to activate the organs in your body. So basically what you're doing is you're getting your energy going, you're removing your waste in your system, and now you're getting your lungs going, getting them all activated, right? So your body will react to that very well. Right. Now let's look at how we can blow. First of all, we can do it in circles, right? Now when people ask, I have heard of people saying, I was told that I need to blow anti-clockwise. Is it true? Then no, basically what we tell them is, now if you are following some other methods of treatment, they might very well tell you only anti-clockwise or only clockwise. All right, if you're following that treatment, please follow the practitioner as to what he says. And when it comes to Iterecare, basically what we're interested in is getting the terahertz energy into your tissues, into your body, right? We are not worried. We do not want to know about the other method. So basically, we are just interested in getting the terahertz energy into our body and into our tissues. So whether you blow anti-clockwise or you blow clockwise, it is still definitely going to get into your tissues, right? In small circles. And you can also blow vertically or horizontally, and you can use combination of the three ways, right? In circular mode, vertical or horizontal, right? As long as it is focusing on the areas where you have a problem. And don't focus on one area. For example, it's your knee. Don't just focus there. Then there might be a case where it might be too hot in that place and might cause balls, right? Just move it around, up and down, left and right. You should be fine, right? Next, we look at some specific problems, right? Now, people who have a headache, you know your problem, right? Know your problem. Get to know what happens in the body, and you cannot go wrong, all right? And people ask, why? How is it that it is helping with headaches? Now, first of all, there could be blood vessels, nerves in the body which are constricted, which have hardened, right? So they may not be supplying enough blood to areas in the head where it is wanted. So we first clear those, and then we also improve the immune system. Now, this is basically more the immune system. It also improves the immune system, and at the same time, after that, we also blow the neck. So why the neck? This is by which the blood travels to the head, right? Now, if the vessels here are not functioning well, then not enough blood is going to go up to your head, and that's where you run into problems. When you clear that, then you find that you're fine, headache disappears. Not only headache, people with migraine, people who have been suffering from migraine for many years are finding that it's helping them. I know of people who have migraine for so many years, and after having used this, they find that it has gone forever till now, right? The reason being, now you have normal blood flow into your head. So know what is the problem, he will definitely overcome that, right? And people are also finding that they can sleep better when they blow onto the head. Now, another thing is there are two categories of people. One is those who, when they use this on their head, they find that it is so, good for them. It's helping them with their sleep. Now, there's another category where they become activated and they find that they are restless and they can't sleep because they're too active. So they're worried. So now, if you have that problem and you fall into the second category, probably you can stop blowing by about 8:30 in the evening, right? So then your body, the cells in the head do not get activated and it should be okay for you, right? Now, those who enjoy better sleep after blowing, and you carry on as you were, okay? So now that's about a headache. Now, what we are doing is basically we are choosing a few specific problems here and there, which most people have problems with. Now, hair problems. Now, basically, if the scalp, the roots of the hair, the follicles, they are still there, then blowing on them should be helping you. Now, in my case, right, now I have already lost those roots, those follicles, right? So once they are dead, then it's going to be impossible to revive them. And this device came a little bit too late for me. So anyway, for those of you who still have those root follicles, if you're going to blow on them, then it's definitely going to help you, right? So you can blow on the neck for 20 minutes, then the kidneys, back and front of stomach and spleen area for 20 minutes, and then for the head for 20 minutes. Now, if you do not have time, go directly to the head. That's where the problem is, right? Blow directly on the head and it should still work. Now, many people are now using the Iterecare device as a blower. They are done away with their old blowers, which is only blowing heat and also causing them more problems. Now, people are complaining of hair loss and what do you call it? Hair thinning. But now, on using this device, what they are finding is the hair is now getting thicker, shinier, and it's no more thinning in the areas. It's coming back to what it was, right? So use this device like a blower, and as you blow, also blow on the scalp area, okay? And when the scalp, where the roots and follicles are, they get activated, they are definitely going to have strong hair. There's going to be less hair falling, right? So compare with what's happening now and compare in a month after using this. Right. Next is the face. Okay. Now you can also start with blowing on the neck and the entire back for 25 minutes if you want to regulate the viscera. Then to the face for 20 minutes, right? But if you do not have time, go directly to the face. Now on the face, we would advise you to use low level, right? Low heat, okay? Because the eyes are there and the skin could be a little bit tender. So use the low, it works as well, right? And if you have lenses, then try to avoid your eyes because we do not want you to run into issues, okay? Otherwise, you're good to go. And people who have been using this for about a month, basically it will take about 38 days, so 30 to 40 days. If you're going to use this daily and even twice a day, you're definitely going to you look much younger, even up to 10 years or more, right? We have a lady in Malaysia who's 56 years old and she's looking 36 now. And many people are already looking much younger, right? And if you come to the headquarters in Kuala Lumpur, don't be fooled because many of them looking much younger now because of the Iterecare, right? Now, the eyes. Again, when it comes to the eyes, a little bit of caution, having lenses, either contact lenses or lenses after cataract, try to avoid them. We would not want you to run into issues. Otherwise, the rest of the face is fine. So again, you can blow to the back, neck, back, and liver area in the middle of the waist for 20 minutes, and then blow on the eyes for 25 minutes. But if you do not have time, go directly to your eyes, right? It has been helping people with glaucoma and what do you call that? Cataract, right? And the healing crisis, normally you might have dry eyes or it could be itchy, right? That will be just temporary and then that will just pass. And then you're definitely going to you have clearer eyes. Now, another thing which may happen is, now for those who are especially wearing glasses or contact lenses, now what will happen is, before this, you will find that over time, your power, the glasses will slowly move up because your eyes are getting worse. Now, what will happen is, what's happening is, people are getting better eyesight, but the glasses now have to follow, going down, because otherwise, if you still remain with that power, you're going to find that it's still not clear to you. It's not because it's getting worse, but because your eyes are getting better, right? So it's the other way around now. And people with astigmatism are also finding it's helping them. I, for one, from my school days, right? I've been having astigmatism on both eyes, which was above 3, around 3.5 to 3.75. And all through this time, I've had no way of bringing it down. But now, with this Iterecare, the last I went and checked, it has gone below 3. Now, that is of immense importance to me, because when it is above 3, your glasses need to be custom made, right? And it will take longer to come back to you. But when it is below 3, first of all, they have the samples there. And secondly, it is definitely much cheaper, right? So those with astigmatism, if you are looking at cheaper glasses in the future, work on them, right? Now, the shoulder and neck problems, okay? You might want to start with your palms and then your soles, and then go on to work on your neck, shoulders, and arms, all right? Now, if you do not have the time, of course, jump straight to your neck and shoulders. Now, why do we blow this? What's the reason of blowing the palms and the soles? As I said earlier, there might be some of you who might be having these shoulder problems because of the flow or the body field, right? It's not flowing smoothly. It is not able to come in and go out smoothly, right? So because of that, it is giving you problems. So when you clear and block the pathways, and then you blow on these areas, you find that the flow is better and the area in that place also improves and people find relief, right? And this is what people suffer from. Lots of people are suffering from this, especially elderly, right? So when you see them, they cannot lift their hand. We feel real pity for them. Now, this is a person I met in one of the places which I went to. He is a naturopathy doctor. Now, we met just before the start of the talk, and he told me that he had a lump on the left of his tummy, right? And this lump has been there for 8 years. And he had tried various methods, allopathy, non-allopathy, and it has not gone, and there is some pain there. So what I suggested here, he didn't have the device before this. So I said, okay, this is a good time to try if this thing works. So what we did was, we started blowing on this, and I made him blow on himself, right? So after about 20 to 30 minutes, he came and he said, I don't feel the lump there anymore, and I don't feel the pain. This is shocking to me. I just cannot believe that. I've been having that for 8 years, right? It's not what I said, it's what he said. And then his shoulder, he had a shoulder pain, which has been there for 1.5 years till the time we met. All right. So he said he also tried various methods. So then we set to work on his shoulders. After about 20 to 30 minutes, he could lift his arm much higher. The pain has subsided. There was still pain, and he couldn't really fully lift it fully, but it was definitely better than what it was before. And it was only one session. And also, as I told earlier, we have not worked on the palms, all right? The flow, on the crown, all right, for this area. And also along the arm, we were just focusing on the shoulder where the problem was. So then after this, definitely he's going to try blowing in the entire area, and I'm sure he's going to feel much better. So seeing is believing. Now, people with skin problems, all right, this could be a suggestion as to how you might blow. It might take a little bit longer, 60 to 90 minutes. So these are the areas you might want to work on. But I have to tell you that the charged water is also, it also plays a very important part, because basically what's happening is you have this problem because the body is unable to remove toxins and waste from the body. So you need that water to get rid of all the toxins and waste. And besides that, you also have to blow on your lymph nodes, activate your lymph nodes so that those lymph nodes can clear more waste, all right, besides blowing in this area. Okay, so now when you start doing that, you're definitely going to see changes. Now looking at this, this is how it was before, right? And this is how the person is presently after having used Iterecare. And this is another person. Look at his face. Now we are so happy for him. It has changed. Okay, definitely he looks more handsome now, right? And this lady, look at her face now. Okay, so it's definitely helping people with their skin. Okay, now people with pimples might find that their pimples increase initially before getting rid of it completely. Because when you are blowing and using the water, toxins are coming out in bigger numbers, all right? So they might show as pimples, more pimples. But when you just follow through with it, then it clears up, all right? And another word of advice, please do not pinch on your pimples, because when you pinch, when they start healing, then you have pock marks, holes on your face, right? We definitely wouldn't want that. The body will take care of it. Do not worry. You may look a little bit not beautiful just for a short time, okay? And then you're going to be looking very good. Trust me, all right? Now gout. People with gout, they are finding a relief by using this. Again, you might want to do on your palms and then your soles, then your back area, because they are affecting all the organs. Now, if you know, the organs are all interlinked, all right? They all need to play a part. It's just not one organ, but all the organs. Okay, when they all start working together, then you're definitely going to see relief. And then you go on to the pain areas, right? They're mostly at the soles, and the ankles and the joints, right? So you might want to do that. But if you do not have time, go directly to the areas where you're affected. It does work, but if you do this method, then it works even better. All right? So see what is convenient for you. Okay? And people are definitely finding lots of relief. Okay? Now, obesity, weight loss, and water retention. Now, people find that it's also helping them with that. People are losing weight, and what do you call that? The water retention in most people is clearing up. Now, what's happening is it's a very vicious cycle. What will happen is, now presently with the present water which you are drinking, the water doesn't really get inside of the cells. So they cannot activate the cells. So when they cannot activate the cells are unable to do what they do best, remove the water, right? Secondly, the hormones which are there. So what will happen is when it cannot remove the water, you will be asked to drink less water. When you drink less water, the body has less water to work on. And when you have less water to work on, the hormones are going to have a problem sending messages throughout the body asking to remove the water. Now, the hypothalamus might tell the kidneys, there's too much water, please remove. And the message is not going to come through because there is less water in the body. So the cycle goes on. So now when you start charging the water and you drink the water starts entering into your cells and bringing the energy which the cells need. So what happens is your cells become activated. They start removing the water retention which was there. All right. And now as you add more water, you increase the water gradually, the hormones start working better. So the hypothalamus sends a message, the hormones are able to take it to the kidney and they start removing the excess water. So your water retention is gone. All right. Now this is happening. And this is not theory, but this is already happening. All right. So for those of you who have this problem, have trust. Start slowly. If you're instructed to drink 500 milliliters, start with 500 milliliters. When you're comfortable with that, slowly increase. You will find that over a period of time, you will be drinking easily 1.5 to 2 liters. And then once you're comfortable with that, you're definitely going to go beyond. And then you will see that now, with the water into the body, all the systems start working and things are going to improve for you. Right? Now, this is another case thanks to Mr. Manoj Walia. The pictures are courtesy of Mr. Manoj Walia. So this person on the 9th of February 2022 and today 5th of April 2022 is a changed person. All right. And again, this person before, this is how he was, and now 25 kilograms less. Okay. So it's definitely helping people with their weight loss. There are many more cases. It's also helping people who are having problems with their cellulite. All right. If you look here, and then this, and then here. So it's definitely helping to remove all those unwanted cellulite in the body. Okay. So start blowing on them, and it's going to dissolve those cellulite. And people with diabetes are finding relief from diabetes by using this. And this could be a method which you might want to use, starting with your palms, your soles, and then your arms, and then your legs, and all those, right? Now, if you do not have time, what you do is you go straight to your pancreas. Now, this is where the pancreas are. This is where you need the help most, right? So focus on those areas and drink the water. Drink lots of that water. Is definitely going to help you. And it will take some time. People have even taken from anywhere from 6 months to 12 months with diabetes, but it's definitely helping them. Is it bringing down the numbers, right? And for the kidneys, people are going for dialysis, also finding that is helping them. People who used to have 4 hours to do the dialysis are finding that you can do it in 3 hours now, right? Because the viscosity has gone down and more waste has been removed by the body before going for dialysis. And then people who have been going for 3 times a week are finding that it's slowly coming down and the creatinine level is definitely coming down. The thing is, you need to blow on your kidneys and also you need to drink that water, all right? You have to drink it. And definitely people with kidney problems, I'm going to tell you, no, I have a water retention problem. I cannot drink much water. Yes, you can start with the amount of water which you're drinking now. If you're drinking 500 milliliters, start at 500 milliliters. You'll find that the water retention will slowly go down, right? And when you're comfortable with the 500 milliliters, slowly increase. and slowly work yourself up. Take your time, maybe 2 weeks, even 1 month at that particular amount of water. All right, and it's definitely going to help you. And people ask, how do I blow? Now, basically, if you look at this chart, basically for a person who is quite healthy, so you're going to bring yourself to become even healthier. So you're going to blow on your chakra points, you're going to blow on your lymph nodes, and you're going to blow on your meridians. So it covers the entire body, your body field, your waste removal system, and also all your connected organs, right? Deactivating them day by day. Okay, so you can do this, or if you have a problem, then you might want to look at where your problem is, the points which might help you more, and focus on those areas. Or again, the soles of your feet and the palms, right, might be of help to you. So you can focus on them, and definitely it's going to help you as well. And some people are more comfortable with blowing directly onto the organ which is affected. If you have a kidney problem, you might want to blow directly onto the kidneys, and it still works, right? So there is no one way. Do whatever is comfortable for you and works for you, right? Best, right? So try. And people also ask, I'm a practitioner of acupuncture. So how do I use this device? Now, for example, right? Now people are working it together, right? That means they're combining it, and it's working very well. Okay, they're combining whatever they are doing, whatever they have been doing is super good. Whatever method they've been using is super good. But what's happening is, with this combination, people are seeing better results. Okay, it's taking care of the entire body, right? So many alternative doctors are now using it together with whatever they are practicing, right? Now, health is natural, disease is unnatural, right? So the body is always trying to become natural. So you have to help your body come back to natural. Now, you might be taking all kinds of things. You might be taking supplements, you might be taking medication. Yes, they are all going to help you. But at the very base of it, you need that water to get into your cells, to activate the cells so that there's energy in the cells. Only then they start working, and everything else which you are doing starts working, right? And the body is always waiting to bring you back to natural. And when they come back to natural, disease has got no place in those areas. Okay, now help your body to become natural, right? So with that, I thank you again. I'm Soma from Malaysia. Thank you very much. Hope this session has been helpful for all those people who have been wanting to know as to how to use the Iterecare and maximize their recovery for good health. Right? That I thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sam.
Yeah, thank you very much to our product advisor, Mr. Soma Sundram, for sharing with us the steps of using Iterecare and also the points that we should use to blow to each other to get the most benefits out from the device. So I hope you guys on the line have learned so much from Mr. Soma. So I will take the opportunity to thank Mr. Soma once again for sharing with us the steps and also answering all the questions. And for our friends who are the very first time together with us that heard about the first time Iterecare, I strongly encourage you at least to have the chance to try and experience this product by yourself. And if you require more information about the device or Iterecare, kindly contact the person who invited to you to this today's sharing. And also do not forget to visit our Iterecare channel in YouTube to get more information about that. Well, that's all for the sharing for today. So I hope to see you next time in the air. Meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy. I wish you all the best. May God bless you all. Thank you and bye-bye.